All right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Columbia High School. I'm James Hine alongside Bruce Badgley, here to bring you some LLHoops action from Section 5, a showdown here at Columbia High School as the Crimson Tide take on Lancaster Mennonite and the Blazers. So a big-time matchup, 8-0 in the section for the Crimson Tide, and the 6-1 Blazers are coming to take that spot from them. So we got an opportunity to talk to some of the players before the game. They were sitting here while we were setting up, and they're ready to avenge that loss that they had earlier in the season.
Well, friendly confines is definitely the word for tonight. I'll tell you what, kind of crazy. Hopefully the internet hangs in with us tonight here too. Had some internet issues, had to redo our stream here, but hopefully everybody's catching on with the link. If you're a subscriber to LLHoops YouTube channel, which you should be, you probably got an alert that we went live, so it's going to tell you that link. Check out obviously, LL Hoops for the new link there as well. Hopefully, Dell and Andy are on the road and can do their work on that too. So we're getting ready for starting lineups, James. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, al fresco with a capital Al here tonight, and tight quarters. But that's what high school basketball is all about, right?
That's right.
I don't know. Check and see if we're still on.
Are we muted?
Okay, now we're back, gang. We're hoping that we're still on the air here right now. We're You still on? I have no idea how we're still on here. Oh, duct tape, baling wire, man, we're flying in and out of. Flying by the seat of our pants here tonight. Hey, listen, thanks for everybody joining up here on LL Hoops as we head to the national anthem.
All right, so some pregame ceremonies here, all finished up, and we're ready for tip-off at Columbia High School.
Thank goodness. It's been a very interesting pregame, and fingers crossed that that we get through this broadcast. So we're thankful that you joined us here on LL Hoops. This is our first trip to Columbia.
Yes, it is. getting my trip around the Lancaster Lebanon League this year. And I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Even though this is the first trip to Columbia, this is the second time I've seen Columbia and the third time that I'll see Mennonite. So, these teams are pretty familiar to me.
And we're ready for tip-off. It's going to be David Weaver and Breland Miller. So Mennonite will start with the basketball, handled here by Camden Hurst. Good ball movement thus far by the Blazers. It's Weaver. To Hurst. Hurst drives the lane. He's stripped, but Weaver picks up the loose ball, gets it back to Hurst as the Blazers come back on the offensive end. A couple of the Blazers headed back on defense, and we have our first foul of the night.
Columbia always known for fast starts. And in fact, in their first meeting, Columbia jumped out with a big first quarter. And then both teams played fairly evenly the rest of the way.
That was Jaden Taylor for the Blazers on the other end. The first possession here for the Tide. Foul on Jaden Taylor.
In the first meeting at Mennonite, Columbia really fast-paced, and in fact, Mennonite never let up. I mean, they came back, and it seemed like every time that they got close, Columbia just put another streak on them to take about a 10 or 12-point lead.
Nice drive there by Taylor, and he dishes it off to Weaver for an easy 2 points. And a 4-point lead here early for the Blazers. Weaver working underneath the basket, has the defensive rebound. Gets it up to Hurst, and he goes right back inside to the big man. Now out to Hurst. Hurst dishes it off. Breland Miller. Weaver's shot blocked by Miller.
Great defense in there. I mean, Columbia plays such pressure, man-to-man defense.
A 3-point shot, no good. Loose ball rebounded by the Blazers. Robert Footman Jr. with the missed 3 on the other end. Here's Taylor now with the basketball, hands it back to Hurst.
Just not a lot of openings inside there.
Good look to the cutting Taylor, but Xavier Sumrall couldn't connect, but the ball goes off of the Tide, and it will stay with the Blazers.
Columbia always does such a great job of cutting down the passing lanes, and they're so fast.
There's Hurst inside. Hands knock that ball away. Quick hands by the Crimson Tide here in the early going. Here's Taylor. Waits for the defender to clear. Can't get the layup to fall. Loose ball handled by Breland Miller, but his foot's on the line, and the Blazers will get the ball back.
I think the key to this game is Mennonite trying to get off to a quick start. I think that they've got to put some pressure on Columbia early on.
They have that 4-0 lead, looking to build on it here in this possession as Miller drives. A shot from the corner by Declan Hirsch. And on the other end, quickly, Kerry Glover lays it in with the right hand.
That's just what they're known for. I mean, they can switch very much like Reading High, and they can switch. Columbia can just switch from offense to defense so fast, or defense to offense.
Weaver misses on the other end, quickly up to the other side, Breland Miller, and he has 2 points. The sophomore for the Tide lays it in to tie the game up. Inside, there's Hurst.
Oh, beautiful block.
Glover with the block, and now he brings it up court. Gets it into the corner. They go around the arc. A 3-point shot, a little too strong, but Miller's there. Puts it back and will head to the line for 1. Chance for the 3-point play. for Breland Miller.
That's just something that Mennonite can't allow. Second chance points there. They've really got to control the boards, limit the Columbia possessions.
Jaden Ness checks in now for the Blazers. Weaver the rebound. Gets it up to Mast now, does Hurst. Now back to Hurst. He pushes it to Summerall. Into the corner to Mast. He moves it back to the point to Summerall. Loses the handle momentarily. Has it back. Tight defense there by the Crimson Tide. And Robert Footman. Now Hurst at the baseline. Off the backboard and into the hands of Footman. He rushes up court. Spin move. Weaver's in the way. Can't get it to go. And it's going to go off the foot of Aiden Miller. And it'll go back to the Blazers.
That's what Columbia's got to, they didn't close the deal there, but that's the Columbia game, is getting up the floor quickly and getting that shot against the defense trying to set itself up.
There's an easy bucket for David Weaver on a nice entry pass. And we're tied at 6.
Looking forward to how Columbia tries to defend Weaver, and look at how fast. Oh, my.
Ball's jumping around, and there's Summerall up to Mast, off his foot to Hurst. And a fortunate bounce there for the Blazers to take the lead back with an 8-6 lead now. Footman uses his pick well, dishes it out to the three-point line. Now driving is Palazzo, and he lays it in nicely with the left hand.
I mean, Columbia's just going to press the issue getting to the basket all night long. That's their game.
Kerry Glover is going to pick up the foul for the reach. He was running pretty parallel to him. He almost got away with that one. I think when he lost his feet, the refs decided to make the call. So 8-8, 3 minutes to play. Mast with the basketball now for the Blazers. Dishes it off to Hirsch. Inside to Weaver, can't get it to go. The right hand off the backboard and in for Weaver. We'll see if the Tide find an answer for Weaver's height. He's dominating the glass right now. Here's a drive and another nice layup by Kerry Glover, the senior.
Mennonite's just got to do a better job of stopping the ball.
It's good defense as Footman gets his hand in there to knock it away from the Blazers. Now Palazzo drives, loses the basketball, and he's fouled en route. He'll head to the line for 2. And that's the second foul now on Xavier Summerall.
Well, Mennonite, I think, with a little bit deeper bench, but really neither team doesn't go too deep.
Here's Palazzo, hits the first. Jordan Poole checks in for the Tide. And David Shell checks in for the Blazers.
All right, settling in here a little bit now.
Second shot by Palazzo rattles out. Rebound Mast, and now brought up by Hurst. So Camden Hurst goes over to Weaver. Hits the cutting Hurst. He's fouled as soon as he catches the ball. We'll see who this foul's on. It might be on Glover. That'll be his second. It is on Glover. So he has 2.
Yeah, I'd get him out of the game right now.
It's been a fast-paced start. A little bit reckless at times. 3 fouls each so far in the first quarter. Nice drive and finish with the left hand by Declan Hirsch. It's 12-11 now in favor of the Blazers. Now a drive and a shot. Bounces around and falls for Jordan Poole.
Well, when you watch Columbia, you know they don't run many offensive sets. They just isolate and get to the basket.
Hurst can't get it to go after somehow getting open there close to the rim. They're going to call a jump ball. We'll go to Columbia.
Pretty fast-moving first quarter.
Very, very fast, Bruce. Can't believe minute 36 on the clock. It feels like we just had the tip-off 2 seconds ago. But Footman will bring it up for the Crimson Tide. He works his way through the lane, gets the layup up, can't get it to fall. Hurst with the rebound, quickly up, left hand again, attempted there by Hirsch, can't get it to fall. Now quickly down to the other end is Collazo. Javon Collazo, spin move, shots up, no good, gets his own rebound, can't get it to fall. Weaver's there for the rebound, and he's contested by several Crimson Tide. Great defense by the Tide, knocking that ball free, and Braylon Miller finishes it for the Tide.
Just nonstop pressure here by Columbia.
There's Mast with the right hand. He finishes. Right back, here's Miller. He gets it to go.
I'm having trouble keeping up with the score.
Hurst gets it to Mast. Mast in the paint. Shot no good. Rebound by Collazo. He goes to the ground. We have another. Get some subs in there to give some guys a breather with all this transition basketball.
Man, I'll say. I'm telling you. And this isn't going to let up either. I mean, this is going to be the whole game.
There's a shot short by Jaden Taylor. Pushed up by Dominic Diaz-Ellis. He's working on Mast. Ellis can't get it to fall. No foul called. Ball ends up in Miller's hands, and he puts it in for an easy two.
Boy, a couple of steals, turning them into points.
And there's Camden Hurst, his attempt at a buzzer beater, just off the mark. And we end the first quarter 19-14 in favor of the home team, the Crimson Tide of Columbia High. So we thank our sponsors tonight. Thanks to Apex Auto Exchange. Apex Auto Exchange is a local family-run automotive and ATV dealership that specializes in unique vehicles such as performance cars, classic cars and trucks, motorcycles, and vintage two-stroke ATVs. We'll work with all credit histories, bad credit, no credit, bankruptcies, and more. Check out Apex Auto Exchange. Stay ahead of the curve. And tonight's game is brought to you by Spooky Nook Basketball, the leader for all your basketball needs. Everything from tournaments, leagues, camps, and personal training. Thanks again to Spooky Nook Basketball.
All right, thanks to all of our sponsors. Really appreciate all their support, not only with all our LLHoops broadcasts, but with the Pick and Roll show, which is 7 o'clock on a Wednesday. Have some great interviews. Chris Christensen for Warwick. And then also we have the Penn Manor head coach, girls coach, who just won the Section 1 title for the first time in like 45 years.
Wow. We have a foul right in the beginning of this quarter, and Jordan Poole will find himself at the free throw line. Misses the first one off the front of the rim. Looking to stretch this 5-point lead for the Tide.
And they've got this lead, those points off steals, deep in the Mennonite end.
Both.
And
just relentless defense by the Tide. A nice pass there by Collazo, but Diaz-Ellis can't handle it. It goes out of bounds. You can't hesitate out there, Bruce. If you're playing for Lancaster Mennonite, it looks like they pause, and that's when the Tide just swarms you and takes it away. And there's another takeaway. This time it's Arthur Poindexter. who steals it away and puts in 2 points for himself.
He who hesitates is lost against Columbia.
They just have guys jump in the passing lanes left and right, giving the Blazers some trouble here in the early going. As a pass from Nass goes to Shell, but he steps out of bounds before going to make his move.
Very atypical style for a small school. This kind of up tempo, but
there's Collazo. Diaz-Ellis off the back of the hand, but recovered nicely by Poole. Poindexter gets it to Footman. Footman, mid-range jumper, no good. And here come the Blazers. Camden Hurst. There's a hand on it by Collazo, knocks it out of bounds. A pass from Halverson, off intended for Sumrall, but knocked out of bounds by the Tide.
The best thing that Mennonite can do is run the clock and try and put Columbia in a little bit of a slow offensive pace, because the quick pace is just not going Mennonite's way so far.
Yeah, a couple of inbound passes that knocked back out of bounds. And Collazo will take a seat. Kerry Glover checks back in.
Had the wrong, still had us as overtime in the scoreboard from our game Saturday with Warwick. So thanks for letting me know there, gang. Appreciate that.
So the Blazers having trouble keeping that ball, getting that ball in onto the floor here.
Oh, beautiful play. Oh.
Can't finish. Taylor fights for the ball, gets it back. Here's Hurst. He goes up. He's fouled and count it.
Great effort there by Hurst. Just would not be denied on that one.
So he has a chance for a three-point play here. And he buries the free throw. 21-17. Quickly up court of the Tide. Poole gets it out to Glover. Glover working on Hurst. Steps back. Picks up his dribble. Gets it over to Footman. Footman with a juke. Drives the lane. Ball is deflected. And it goes out of bounds off the Blazers. Inbound pass, nicely done.
I was going to say, just before that play, Columbia always looks for the quick shot off the inbounds. I mean, every single time.
That's Diaz-Ellis. He'll head to the line for two. And gets the first to fall.
Well, we are right in amongst the fans and the teams, aren't we?
We are. Feel like part of the team, both teams.
And the fans especially. I mean, the last two games, I felt like, look at that.
Footman working underneath the basket. He'll head to the line.
Just relentless going after the basket, Columbia.
There's a lot of clanging and banging going on down underneath the rim tonight. They're pushing each other around, fighting for that basketball. You love to see the commitment to getting that basketball for your team as Weaver checks back in now for the Blazers. So the big man will take his spot at the low block. Footman misses. Weaver's got the rebound. He hands it off to Hurst.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Columbia almost forces you to play at their tempo because they keep you at 94 feet, and look at here.
Here's Kerry Glover with a nice
so
over-under.
Sweet. I mean, that is just so sweet.
Here's Hurst. Looks to the corner to Taylor. Taylor drives off the glass, puts it in. Nice job there by Jaden Taylor. Now quickly up court. Miller has it. And a shot now by Poindexter. No good. Glover's got it now. Yet to see a three-point attempt by the Crimson Tide. Doing all the work
look at that
the
pick
rim.
and roll. Woo!
Beautiful finish.
Pick
Braylon
and
Miller.
roll. That's the definition of pick and roll there.
Cross-court pass, always dangerous. As Jaden Taylor gets hit and fouled.
That last Columbia pick and roll from out high was just such a thing of beauty.
That it was.
I mean, right at the elbow, and then takes it like right down the lane to the basket.
That's often a missing element in today's game. You don't see it as much. You have more sharpshooters from beyond the arc, and not many teams utilize the pick and roll as much as they used to. There's a drive. Nice pass. Mast wasn't expecting it, and it was a little off target from Sumrall.
Columbia just exposes your team, okay? Nobody can hide.
We have a little passerby.
Little passerby there, yeah. Al fresco for the teams too here. But they are just going to expose every aspect of your game, and if it isn't top notch, forget it.
All right, Javon Collazo with it now. Gets it off to Glover. Shot from the foul line, and he buries it.
I mean, just when you think, they're going to go to the basket, boom, there's the pull-up jumper. Keeps the team totally off balance.
Shot by Hurst for three, no good. Weaver got his hands up there, knocking it around. It goes off of Columbia. A nice effort there by Dominic Diaz-Ellis to try to save it, but he can't do so. It'll stay with the Blazers.
I know you're down 10, but you still need good quality possessions. You really need to run a little bit of clock. If you're Mennonite, anyway.
There's Jordan Taylor for three. No good. Rebound, Miller. Gets it off to Footman. He weaves his way through traffic. Dishes it off to Aiden Miller. Miller loses the handle. Quickly up is Jaden Taylor. Splits the defenders. Lays it up with the left hand. Can't get it to fall. Now Kerry Glover pushes it. He dishes it off to Footman. Footman's fouled and gets the basket.
How did he get that ball in the basket? I mean, there were two guys draped all over him. Incredible. Oh my gosh, these guys are fun to watch.
Yes, and looks like Lancaster Mennonite's going to take a 30-second timeout. And that gives us time to thank our sponsors. Thank you, Hosh Posh Photography. Hosh Posh Photography prides itself in giving you the best experience that tells your story by capturing unique images you will hold on to forever. Thanks again to Hosh Posh Photography. At Busgone Davis Law Offices, with over 60 years of service in serving Lebanon, Lancaster, Berks, and Dauphin counties, you can count on the attorneys of Busgone Davis Law Offices. Lebanon's most experienced legal team can help you in all areas of the law, including personal injury, family law, commercial and business representation, estate planning and administration, and simple or complex real estate transactions. And tonight's broadcast is powered by Brute Athletic Apparel. Check out Brute.com. It's almost time for AAU basketball season. Start planning for your jerseys and get them from Brute Athletic Apparel and their partners. Design your uniform on Brute.com.
All right, great job there, Mr. James.
Thank you very much, Bruce.
Great job by our sponsors. Really appreciate all of their support, including our friends at Win Marketing. supporting every aspect of LLHoops and Berks League and the SSP network.
So Footman finishes the three-point play, and quickly on defense we have a jump ball. As Collazo ran his guy right into Miller.
Wow.
And Miller tied him up and got the ball back for the tie.
Incredible. I mean, as I mentioned, there's just every aspect of your game has to be such in control when you're playing Columbia.
It's a nice shot by Glover, and he steals it right back. Tries to get it to Collazo. It goes off his hands and out of bounds. But just when you think that tied defense is giving up and they're going back down court, they put their foot in the ground, turn around, and steal it right back.
They are amazing. Each time I see them play, teams going places in the state tournament, gang. Columbia.
There's no room to breathe for the Blazers as they fight to get the ball down court. And I think they're going to call a kick basketball on that play.
And that's, the best part about it is that, they're so quick. They can score every way. Maybe the only thing is, if you've got a big guy, you might be able to pass over the press, but.
The Blazers have gone cold from the field as Footman dishes it out to Glover, the first three of the night for the Tide, and he buries it.
That is just crazy. Kerry Glover, I mean, wow. He's really putting on a show now.
There's Shell tied up in the corner. He gets the ball out, and here's Weaver. He can't get it to fall, has his own rebound, goes up strong, and is fouled. It's going to be Aiden Miller. He picks up the foul, and that sends Weaver to the stripe.
Yeah, and remember, Glover's been doing this with 2 fouls.
Yeah.
He's got 2 fouls.
Yeah, he got a little bit of a breather earlier in the second quarter, came back and was just as relentless in his second time back on the floor than he was to start the game.
Been a while since Mennonite put one through the basket.
Great job by the big man, burying both free throws. Quickly up court are the Tide. Cross court to Footman. He shoots a 3. Too strong. Rebound Hurst. Hurst weaves through traffic, somehow keeps onto that basketball and lays it in coast to coast for Camden Hurst. And now the Tide quickly at the other end.
Well, it comes down to stops now. I mean, they just got to get some stops.
And slowing it down a little bit on offense here are the Tide. Glover with the ball handling. Gets it into the corner to Footman. Miller sets the pick. Stolen away. Now Camden Hurst pushes it up. Gets it off to Sumrall. Inside the Weaver. There it is. 2 points. And the Blazers need to get back to what was working earlier, and that's getting the big man involved down low.
Right on, James. I mean, that's something that they just got away from, But it's worked all night long when they've been able to do it. They just haven't been able to get the ball up court.
Footman with another 2 points for himself. And Columbia is going to take a 30-second timeout. With 1:25 on the clock, 39-25 in the second quarter. I'd like to thank Hannah Spiraw, State Farm Insurance, located in Lebanon County. Our mission is to enhance the quality of life for others through the offering of insurance and financial services products and providing an outstanding customer service to show our appreciation to them. Call Hannah for quotes at 717-274-3822. And thank you to Win Marketing. Win Marketing specializes in digital marketing programs that are cost-effective, reach larger audiences, have a variety of sources, and deliver measurable results. Contact Win Marketing today, 610-914-3928. Get another foul here.
That was you touched on, James, the fact that, that's what was working for Mennonite was getting the man inside. But it's been all of the steals in the backcourt by Columbia that have just wreaked havoc.
The pressure has definitely altered how the Blazers were playing the game. Let's see how the Blazers adjust here in the final minute 19 and halftime. Now down 12. Tide were up as much as 18. Footman gets it off to Poole. Glover with it now, covered by Shell.
That seemed to be okay with burning some clock.
There's Glover, covered nicely by Shell. 3-point shot by Footman off the front of the rim. He's got his own rebound. Dishes it out to Glover. Nice shot fake, goes up, and the ball bounces off the rim, hits the top of the rim or backboard. No whistle. They play it. Glover has it somehow. In the corner, the ball got stolen away, and Glover puts it in for 2 points.
Those steals in the backcourt have just been back-breaking, and here's another one.
And now they're trapped in the corner. Breland Miller's got it away, and we got a jump ball now. As Jordan Poole tried to break away with the basketball, and he was tied up on the play. What a sequence there late in the second quarter. Hurst inbound for the Blazers, and it's deflected by Collazo. Pass to Collazo. There's Miller. And the Lancaster Mennonite fans are not happy with the referees. They felt that Braylon Miller traveled on that play.
Well, it still is another turnover in the backcourt by Columbia.
Glover tries to drive the baseline, ends up knocking that basketball off of David Shell's knee and out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Tide with 6.1 seconds. See if they can get a shot off here. Here's Footman for three. No good. Rebound by Summerall, and we head to halftime with the score 41-27. Fast-paced game here at Columbia High School. Not quite sure what I expected, Bruce, being that this is the first time I've seen both teams, but I can tell you that it's been quite a show here by the Crimson Tide.
Well, 41 points and a half. Hey, that's something special, I think. And, really all driven by that pressure defense. I mean, so many turnovers in the backcourt turned into points. By Columbia that half. Kerry Glover was everywhere. Not anything really, different than, what you expect out of Columbia, but, oh my gosh. Mennonite, a very good team here, and they're just having trouble getting the ball past half court. I mean, pretty incredible half of basketball by Columbia. Obviously using the momentum of this game to propel them into the postseason. That's pretty easy to see that, to them, this is what they're using as the litmus test in how they're going to move forward, right?
Yeah. I will tell you, being so close in proximity to the floor, I find myself tensing up just as much as the players on the floor with all this, all these steals back and forth and just chaos trying to get the ball, keep the ball. It's unbelievable. A good game so far here in the first half. I'm excited to see what transpires in the second half, and if the Blazers can come out with some fire and get back into this game after halftime.
Yeah, it's a pretty tall order, but there's always an opportunity, but you have to believe that Columbia is just going to keep up that pressure defense, and it's just incredible, just a pressure defense that really, maybe rivals Reading Highs, and how they can just go from offense to defense so fast and defense to offense. backcourt pressure that they're putting on, just incredible. So, listen, we're going to go away for a couple minutes, and we'll be back with the second half of this wild one here at 41-27 in favor of Columbia.